moon.
I know.
Have you been journaling?
Yes, actually.
I did yesterday, not today yet.
You didn't journal today?
No, not yet.
I'm starting to okay, so I feel like my journal has been just like a big bitch fest. Like I've just been like
Complain.
ranting.
Yes, me
Yeah.
too.
Oh
Me
my
too.
gosh. I had like my first day where I'm like, fuck this. I know what I need to do. So I wrote a bunch of like I am statements, and it just felt better.
Sometimes your journal, it's like you want to get all this out, but sometimes it's hard to talk to people about like what you want to say.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
It's so hard to talk to people in general because like we all have our own human experience, and like when you try to explain your perspective and sometimes people can't be empathetic, they just don't get it. So then it is like, all right, I'll just journal about it. Just talk to the uni about it.
I'll talk to myself about it. See what we come up with.
Come up with something cool.
Right.
Hi everyone, this is the Butterfly Babes pod. I'm Jamie.
I'm Taya.
What episode are we on? 9?
8 or 9.
9? Oh my gosh. 9 weeks consistent, baby.
I'm proud of us though.
I know, me too. Ouch, you are such a puppy. You just bite, 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 bite.
Let's start by pulling a card. Sorry. I still don't know what to do with her when we record, so she's just a part of it.
She's just gonna be the Butterfly Babes
Mascot, yes.
I love it.
You little butterfly girl.
She's a butterfly
You're
girl.
such a pup.
How's your week?
My week has been good, a little hectic, but it's been good. My dad was here the past weekend.
Did he do that seminar in Tucson?
Mhm.
Yeah. Did you do it with him? No.
No, I didn't. Well, I went with them, but it was like my dad, Mona, and me.
Do you like Tucson?
I mean, no. No, it's kind of ghetto. It's kind of ran down and just like, I don't know. We literally just went to the seminar and then left. But it was cool to see my old coach and stuff like that.
I love Tucson. I love it. I just love the like ratchet, like.
Dude, we went to the gas station and behind the little like bus stop, the guy's literally like smoking meth, like right in front of us.
Yep.
And I'm just like, I don't like that though.
I think it's like AZ in general though, because I feel like Phoenix is kind of like.
Well,
that.
yeah, dude. Like last time, me and Amon, like a few weeks ago too, we were at the QT right over there, and we saw somebody shooting up heroin,
Ugh.
like
It's
right
so
in front
sad.
of
I
us.
cannot watch it. It like hurts my aura to look at that. I'm just like, ugh. Okay.
What did we get for today?
So we got the 10 of Wands. Oh. Burden. Like, okay, apparently.
Does that mean
Okay.
there's a burden on us, or we're a burden on somebody else?
No, I would say we aren't burdens. But do you feel like you are burdened by something in general right now?
Yeah, I do. Off camera
Period.
topics.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah, same thing. But I think, especially with like the whole energy around like the full moon and the eclipse and then the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction and all that, there's just a lot going on, and I think a lot of us are kind of burdened right now, but I think that it doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing. It could be an opportunity to see like what's misaligned in your life.
I like that. What's
Mhm.
misaligned in
Yes.
your life? Yes, that's a good way to put it.
Okay.
That's a good card.
Yeah, I like it.
This past weekend, no, on Sunday, right? Me and Amon, we left Sunday to go get dinner. We left the house for like less than an hour, and when we came back, Poppy, my puppy, this girl right here, she like busted open my brother's room, got his shoes, tore up his whole comforter, and then she busted open our room, and the doors were shut, so I'm really confused about how she can like open the doors. And I had a whole bottle of supplements on my table, a full bottle. She got the supplements, somehow opened the bottle, ate all the supplements, right? And there
All
was
of
like,
them?
yes,
Multiple bottles.
no, one whole bottle of 60 capsules, a
Oh
brand
my
new
gosh.
bottle that I didn't even start yet.
What was the supplement?
I just got it for my esthetician. It's for my skin, but it was mostly like omega-3s, like
Oh,
vitamin
so it was
D.
a blend. I see.
Yeah,
Okay.
vitamin E. And then So she starts throwing up and like shitting everywhere, and I end up falling asleep. And then when I woke up, I was like asking Amon, I'm like, where's Poppy? And he had to take her to the ER that night, and he didn't tell me he was taking her. And he took her to the ER, and like she, I guess, was dehydrated. They had to give her an IV. They had to give her charcoal so she could like keep throwing everything up.
Oh my
And it was just like really scary because she did not look good, and it was just really scary. And like I don't want my little dog to like die or like
or suffer or be in pain or anything.
So it was just like really hectic. But honestly, I'm really grateful for Amon in this situation. Like he really like stepped up and like really helped me out in this situation.
You're
but
just so crazy.
They said that she was a fan favorite and she was the cutest dog there. So I take pride in that. I'm like, yeah, she is the cutest dog.
Of course, she really is.
Wait, did you watch the Ryan Garcia fight?
No.
Did you hear about it?
So I just saw like on the Instagram. So apparently he called out Sugar.
He did. Well, Sugar kind of like, I think on Tim and Sugar's pod, he kind of like said something about Ryan Garcia, but it was nothing bad. But I think he was just saying like he would be down to fight him, and then now they're kind of like blowing it up. But it was honestly a really good fight, and like Ryan Garcia was obviously like in the press. Like nobody really knows about boxing, but I feel like everybody knew about this fight, the way he was like hyping it up, and everybody thought he was gonna lose. And Devin Haney and his dad were just like, he was undefeated, Devin Haney, so they really thought they were just gonna like run through Ryan Garcia. In the first round, he like drops him. It was honestly an entertaining fight.
I don't really know anything about boxing. I don't really ever watch it, but
you know, Ryan Garcia, he bet $2 million on himself and he won 15 mil. Because I guess in boxing you're allowed to bet on yourself. So he put $2 million on himself and then he won 15 mil. And then he had to pay Devin Haney because he missed weight by 3 pounds. So he had to pay Devin Haney 1.5 mil.
Oh, okay. Kyler was talking to some guy at Torchies yesterday about this. I had no idea what they were talking about. I was just eating my queso. Like,
no, yeah, that's what was happening.
Okay.
Yeah. But it was just funny because Ryan Garcia, after he was like, yeah, I was drinking, I was smoking this whole fight cam, doing whatever. And he was like, after when he got the mic, he's like, you don't want to hit on me because I'm pretty and shit. That's fucked up.
Stop. Why did that go viral?
No, it did go viral.
It
You should watch his after speech, dude. It's really good.
That's so funny.
It's really funny. Like, he is funny, honestly.
I need to get better at like knowing what's in the loop. I'm always just like in my own little world. I don't know shit about shit. I'm just like,
I'll send you some stuff on IG because it's still going viral.
That's so funny. Y'all hate me because I'm pretty and shit. That's fucked up.
So, do you want to explain about the full moon?
Yes, of course I do. So the full moon was in Scorpio, and anytime the moon is in Scorpio, it's like an epic either end or beginning. So
the moon was in Scorpio.
I know. Scorpio moon is like the most toxic placement, I think. But
do you think Scorpios are toxic?
Yes.
So my boyfriend.
I think every sign has the possibility to be toxic, but because of what it rules, Scorpio is all about death and rebirth, taboo things. It rules the 8th house, which is all about like death, other people's money, just pretty much like the dark side of life. It's so hard to explain because there's so many moving pieces and there's so many things that's going on in the sky. And I know like we're all, you know, like, oh, the eclipse, and then the next one is, oh, the full moon, but it's all working together. But anyway, this full moon in Scorpio, to close out Mercury retrograde, to kind of close out all of the energy that's been happening in the last like 6 months, that's kind of what this was. It was like an ending for a new beginning. And there's a lot of people who are starting new beginnings right now. There's a lot of people who are having endings right now, but the full moon illuminates what it is that we should either A, be letting go, or B, should be starting.
I feel that, honestly. Like, on the inside, I feel like something really switched in me, and I'm like, you know, like, I don't know why. Like, I just feel like something, like, new. Like, I just feel like this year is gonna be, like, something, like, new. I don't know how to explain it.
Truly, it is.
That
And,
makes sense though.
it's an 8-year as far as like numerology goes. So we are gonna have a lot of new beginnings that are meant to put us in a place of power, and not in a place of power where it's like amongst our peers, but like within ourselves. So a lot of this last year was a lot about self-love and letting go and seeing where we could love ourselves more. This year is kind of like, how can we put that into practice? And that's what everything in astrology right now is like. It's shaking shit up, it's like burning shit off. We are like kind of walking through the fire, and we're being refined right now, and like it's really, really cool.
So it's like loving yourself enough to let things go that don't really serve you,
and to understand that like letting go is so hard. Like it is so hard, I know. And like there's a level of grief that comes with just being alive, and like not even like you grieve somebody who like passes away, but grief is also like giving yourself space to feel and let go, and to just like move on from something, whether it be ideas, careers, friendships, relationships. There's just a lot right now where it can be heavy, but it's also like a time to be hopeful. And the universe never gives you less. Whenever you make the courageous act to let go and to pivot and to just surrender, the universe always pulls through. But yeah, it's like, it's pretty chaotic and heavy energy. And then Mercury goes direct today, so that we've been in Mercury retrograde for the last 3 weeks in Aries. So there's a lot of people just kind of like saying shit with their chest, but it's
me.
But no, it's good because like, because people have such high audacity, it's almost like if something's not fulfilling you, if something's not meant for you, it's like in your face, and it's so clear as day. We're human. We have the choice to either end a cycle or restart one. So
that resonates me more than like, you know, this is why I love talking to Jamie, guys. It's like I don't have to study astrology. I could just ask Jamie if she says everything.
I mean, if you have an hour to sit here and listen to me talk in circles, then like, because it is, there's just so much, and my brain is just like,
I feel like you're so smart with it though. You're
Thank
like
you.
this and this and this. I'm like, what?
I know. And every time I try to talk to people about astrology, like especially at the salon, and people are like, oh, the eclipse, I'm like, yeah, and then did you know that the sun is in this sign and the moon is in the sign, but then we also have like Jupiter over here, and it's gonna, and people are like, their eyes just go blank.
You know what's funny is like, okay, Amon doesn't really know about astrology, and he likes hanging out with Diana, and we're both in Aries, me and Diana, and I told him that, and I'm like, and Mo's in Aries too, so I'm like, we're both in Aries, and he was like, because like she's like more calm than me, I think, and he was like, are you sure? And I'm like, yeah, we're both in Aries, like, and he's like, I think you guys have different moons or suns or something, because this doesn't make sense.
Maybe. And like you have a Sagittarius rising, which makes you very like outspoken and like a little bit like, because it's fire and fire, Sag is fire, so how you present yourself on the outside is very fiery. So maybe she has like more of like an earth rising.
It was just funny that he said that, because I'm like, what are you? I don't know
so
about that.
funny.
I
Oh
know.
my gosh. I want to learn how to get into progressive charts to like be able to like see trends and patterns, but I don't really believe in like future telling, you know?
No, yeah, I get that.
So that just kind of scares me. But I would always like to know like, okay, where am I now? Because your signs like change through like your progressive chart.
Reading any books right now?
I'm reading a book on chakras right now.
Really? I think I seen you post it.
Mhm.
It's good.
Yeah, it's really good. I'm on the throat chakra right now, and right now I'm reading about how the throat chakra, people think that it's all about like the voice and how you express yourself, and it's actually an imbalanced throat chakra when you are overly opinionated, when you share too much. Like a lot of people think like, oh, I'm in my power, but if you're trying to prove something, it's not necessarily balanced, it's imbalanced, because we should be looking at things as a non-biased, neutral perspective. So if you feel like you have to defend your point, then it's probably imbalanced and not where it should be. So it's more about like being creative and expressing yourself in a place of like not needing validation, to speak your truth no matter what, to be able to like help or speak truth into other people. And yeah, that's how you like balance out your throat chakra.
So like right now I'm reading Ronda Rousey's book because she wrote like 2 of them, so I'm reading like her second one. The first one was like when she was like undefeated in the UFC still, and then this one's like from like her life, like, you know, like after Holly Holm and stuff. She was talking about how her coach Edmund and her would always fight and argue like every single day and like bicker at each other, and like how he would have control over her, like would call her at all ends of the hour. And then when she started dating her now husband Travis, he would like literally like argue with her for like hours about it, like you can't date him and all this stuff. Yeah. And then it got to the point where literally she had to like have him sign a contract and was like, if you want us to be coaching me, like you can't bring up anything besides training, like nothing in my personal or dating life. And I'm like thinking, I'm like, that is so crazy to me, dude. Like I can never have a coach I fight and argue with. Like I don't think me and Tim have ever been in a fight or argument, like ever. And like the fact that they like hid it from the media too, because she was like, she didn't want the media to know what was going on inside of her camp because it would show like weaknesses and stuff like that. So I'm like, dang, that is wild. Like,
I love when celebrities though like come out with their books like later, and like you can kind of see things like for how they were, like memoirs. I want to get Paris Hilton's memoir and just like.
Me too.
Yeah, I think she's so cool. But
Paris Hilton.
Yeah, I love her so much.
So did you hear? Wait, you know who Glorilla is, right?
No, I was looking at that. I'm like, who the fuck is Glorilla?
Okay, you know that song, Riding with My Twin and them, that Cardi B's in, and we all look good as fuck.
No.
You don't know that song?
No.
She's a rapper. She's like a female rapper. I do. You have to know a few of her songs.
Oh, it's a girl?
Yeah, it's a girl.
Oh, okay.
Glorilla.
All right, I'll listen to
Yeah,
her.
you have to listen to her. But it's just, she got arrested for a DUI, and like the footage came out, and it's pretty funny. She wasn't being disrespectful or anything. But do you know who NBA Youngboy is?
No.
Okay, well
Is he also a rapper?
Yeah, he's another rapper. So
NBA Youngboy.
Yeah. And then that's his name. I don't know. He's like really famous, so like he has a lot of hits. Like he's really like if you listen to that kind of music, like you'll know who he is. But they got arrested on the same day, and his charges were like fraud, like prescription fraud, and they were literally like he would have he had like fake doctor's notes, like fake like numbers and all this stuff, and like would get prescriptions and had this whole little thing going on, and that's how they would get their meds. One of the doctors realized that the number on like the script didn't match the number of the doctor's office or something, so that's how they figured it out. And they said he could be facing up to like 60 charges or something.
Holy shit.
Just to get high off pills.
That's
yeah.
Crazy. Oh.
And then like he would send somebody to like pick it up. Obviously he wouldn't go there and pick it up. And like she literally showed up driving his car. So it's like obviously like, and then he's trying to deny he knew anything about it. It's like, this is like all like literally for you.
How could you deny that? Like at this point it's like just go down with your dignity still intact, you know? Like don't.
And he was already on house arrest too. Like he's been locked up out of jail. So he has like 7 kids or something wild, like 8 kids, and like he's all like face tatted up. Like I mean he has a lot of hits though, I'll say that. Like he's good at making music, but he's always like, he doesn't like do shows or whatever because he's always like on house arrest and like in jail. Yeah, that's pretty crazy though that they caught him doing that. I'm really not surprised though, but
they're rappers.
it's like, why can't you just smoke weed? Why can't you just smoke weed? Like why do you have to like, people get on these pills and they just like sell their souls to like getting high off pills.
Well, you said it, they sell their soul. It's so hard. Like I couldn't even imagine being like a rapper who is famous and also maybe potentially having like unresolved trauma or like, I mean, whatever it is. Like that's a whole lifestyle. I can't even try to say that I would even understand the littlest bit. I mean, it's easy for us. Like just go home and smoke weed.
Or take some mushrooms, go in nature or something. Like
exactly.
Why does it have to be the
Why
hard
do you have to
stuff?
do pills? And pills are so scary too.
And all the side effects that come with them too.
Do we have anything else on there? No? Alright.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. Episode 9.
See you next Wednesday.